Hello everybody, it's Ruan here from Tunnel Vision TV, and today I'm going to show you guys a few tips on how to create a shot list from your screenplay. So basically I usually do this on paper, but for the purpose of this recording I'm going to try and use Photoshop. So yeah, we've got a page from a script that I found on www.mocksites.com, just as an example. So first of all, you want to break your script up into smaller chunks. So we're going to take this one page, and basically I'm just going to split it up into 3 sections before we actually start to shot list that page. So first of all, you can actually see the scene starts here at the top where it says interior basement, and that's night, and then it's just a dialogue scene with 2 actors, Terence and Trish. So it's a very simple scene, but I think this scene will explain the purpose of this tutorial quite nicely on how to take your screenplay and convert it basically into a shot list. Alright, so I'm just going to take the pen tool and I'm going to split this up into smaller sections. So from the beginning, I'm just going to draw these boxes, maybe right down to this section here, and then a second section maybe up until there, and then the third section just like that. And then what I do, I just draw little boxes here on the side so I have some space to write in my shots that I'm going to be using. Okay, so for the opening shot, I usually want to have an establishing shot like a wide shot. Okay, so in this instance, Trish is unconscious and tied to a chair. Terence sits across from her, staring with creepy curiosity, blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna write here, I want a wide shot. Okay, so we've got a wide shot for the opening shot basically. And then we've got Terence shouting, "Wake up," and then they're gonna start some conversation here. So what I want to do here is I definitely want a close-up on Terence. So I'm going to write here close-up, and I'm just going to write TE for Terence. So we know that's a close-up shot of Terence. And then she basically wakes up and they start to have this conversation. So I also want to have a medium shot of both of them, because that close-up shot will just emphasize that wake up, and then we can go into a normal medium or over-the-shoulder shot. So for this example, I'm going to use a medium shot for both of them. So we also want a medium, and that's also for Terence. And then also a medium shot for Trish. So I'm just going to write TR for Trish. Okay, so what this means is we're going to shoot this whole section from here to right down to this section here, and we're going to take a wide shot and we're going to film through this whole section. Then secondly, we're going to do a close-up also of everything basically. So we're going to do a close-up of Terence and we're going to run through the whole scene. Thirdly, we're going to do a medium shot of Terence and we're also going to run through the whole scene, and then we're going to do a medium shot of Trish and run through the whole scene. So it's basically 4 takes that we're going to do of this one section. Okay, let's move on to the second part of the script. So in this section, they're just talking here, so it's just more conversation that we need to fill in. And for this section, I'm going to do some over-the-shoulder shots. So we don't need a wide shot for this because we've got the establishing shot here in the first section of the script. So I'm going to do a over-the-shoulder. So let's just write O for over-the-shoulder, and we want to have an over-the-shoulder shot of Terence. So let's just write that. And then we also want an over-the-shoulder shot for Trish. So I'm just going to write O and then TR. And I think for this section we don't need anything else because it's only some dialogue that's taking place here. No action really, so I think those 2 angles will actually be fine. And then for the final scene, I think I want to end this scene off with another establishing shot or a wide shot. So I'm just going to write wide here. And then it's a little bit of conversation going on here. So I'm going to end off with a close-up on both of them. So let's just write close-up and that's for Terence, and then also close up for Trish. Okay, so once you have this done, the first section of your shot listing procedure is completed. This is actually the most difficult part. And now we're going to jump into Excel, and then we're going to show you guys how to convert that into a shot listing format. Alrighty then, so here we are in Excel, and you just create a very simple table with a shot column, a type column, and a description column. So for the shot, we'll use the shot numbers. For the type, that will tell us what type of shot it is, like a close-up or wide shot or over the shoulder. And description, just what we are shooting. So we're going to start off with the first section, of course, and we're going to call this 1.1. And I usually use the scene. So if it's scene 1, I'll use 1.1. If it's scene 2, I'll use 2.1, and so forth. So we're going to start with shot 1.1, and the first shot we're going to use is the wide shot. So I'm just going to write wide. And then for the description is, we basically want to just give us an indication where on the script that we need to actually film. So I'm just going to write start of scene, and then I'll put a few dashes like that to tell, so it's from the start. And then we're going to end at the "you plan on killing me," right? Okay, so now we know it's from that section right to that dialogue there. So you can put in some more details here, but I think that's fine for this example. Okay, the second shot will be a close-up of Terence, and we're going to use exactly the same description because it's the same section of the script. So I'm going to write shot 1.2. And this is a close-up, and I'm just going to write Terence, like TE, that's fine. And then I can actually copy the description, paste it there. Third shot will be the medium of Terence. So it's shot 1.3, that's a medium, and it's for Terence, and I'm going to copy and paste the description again. Okay, the fourth shot will be the medium of Trish. So I'm going to put shot 1.4, medium, and it's Trish. So we put TR. Description, copy paste. Okay, so we're basically done with the first section of this page, and we're going to go into the second section. Okay, so this is shot 1.5 because it's still the same scene, it's just a different section of that scene. So we keep on numbering. And the first shot will be over the shoulder, so I'm going to write OTS for over the shoulder, and the first shot is of Terence, so let's put it like that. And now we need to change the description because we moved on to a different section, and I'm going to put, well, you get right to the point. And I'll put my dashes to tell it I'm going to start there, and I'm going to finish at, well, what? Question mark. Okay, and the second shot for this section will be also over the shoulder, and that's going to be Trish. So let's number this 1.6, and it's going to call it OTS colon TR for Trish, and I'm going to copy and paste the description because we're still in the same section on that page. Okay, now for the third and final section of this page, we want to start with a wide shot. So let's put number 1.7, and this is a wide shot. And we're going to start at "what do you plan to do with me?" Put the dashes, and you live here. Okay, and the shot after that is a close-up of Terence, so let's number that 1.8, and that's a close-up, and it's Terence, and I'm going to copy and paste the description because it's the same section. 1.9 is the final shot, that's a close-up of Trish, and I'm going to copy and paste that same description. So there you go, this whole page we can do with 9 shots. Another thing that I sometimes do, if we just jump back into Photoshop here, if I want to focus on a specific object or like a cutaway shot, let's say here we want to focus maybe on the tie to the chair, maybe just have a close-up of that. I will either underline it and then just draw a little line on this side, and maybe right here close-up of that. And then when you do your actual shot list here, you can always add it underneath. Let's just call it 1.10. Okay, let's call this close-up, and for the description I'll just say close-up shot of Trish tied to the chair at the beginning. So this way you can add a few things on the left side of the page that you want to focus on, and you can also bring that into your shot list, and it just makes it a little bit easy. So obviously on the day of shooting you will have your script with you with all your markings and everything, and you will have your shot list with you. And sometimes I'll just add another column in here with a little tick box. So as you go through them, you can just tick the little box here to say that you've completed that shot. And this will obviously make things a lot easier. And just again, this is just the way I do things. This is not necessarily the right way to do it. Everyone's got their own way of shot listing and storyboarding and all of those things. So this really works for me, and if you guys have any comments, please leave them below. And yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and feel free to let me know what you think and share and subscribe and all those things, and I'll see you guys next time.